Ah. Oh no. Oh well. I do things. I do things on this channel. I promise. So why sad, Stitch? Stitch, no sad. No sad. Oh yeah, we're gonna do some art today. When did I used to do art again? Specifically, Rise came out. I'm loving it. Everyone's loving it. I figured what we could do is do crossover between that and RWBY, because I love RWBY. And I figured it could work well for a lot of things. I'm literally just going to be doing like RWBY, the character, in a Monster Hunter inspired twist, an alt outfit, if you will. Also, wait, I should pull up. Let's see. There was a piece of art from DC. Because DC's been making fucking RWBY comics. So I was like, that makes me want to draw RWBY. The first. Again, so important. There's the show, there's the team, and there's the person. All named RWBY. Not at all confusing. It's fun. Bam, 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 bam. Also, this song is just good. That's why I was on in the starting singing. So yeah. I was honestly like, did I not stream this week? School's getting a little hectic, but I'm ahead enough in school. I'm always gonna have stuff to do at this point, but I'm ahead enough that doing something else is perfectly fine. I'll be fine. I work on it other times. I promise. Let's see, I have a lot of coloring to do. I have sound assignments to do, which are the worst for me. I don't enjoy them at all. Not at all fun. Also, let me look something else up. Oh no, that's a new Chrome tab. I get too close to the mic. What was I thinking of? Gender differences in just about any kind of armor or monster design. Typically pretty bad. But I have to look it up. Okay. I'm because RWBY typically wears like a corset for some reason, or maybe it's not considered a corset, but it looks like a corset to me. So I'm like, what do corsets in Monster Hunter look like? Do they wear them? They probably do. Those fucking outfits are wild. They do. That mystery solved. We can continue. Also, you know, there are big old weapons in RWBY. One of them is a scythe. Let me see. Let me get this scythe down. You gotta ever so slightly change hands and positioning and stuff as you adjust whatever pose you're doing. Whatever wacky shenanigans you're up to in the drawing realm. In the realm of drawings. Do I have a circle big enough for that? I should get a compass. An art compass. Those would be useful. Do I have it? No. But that's a mute. That really sounds like a mute. work on that more later. We shouldn't get too focused on the site right now. We should get focused on what RWBY's wearing. Because I think the two main things that A, it's gotta be RWBY, and B, she has to be wearing the gear. They've had some outfit changes over the seasons by this point, but RWBY never leaves her hood behind. Technically. Also, it's only occurring to me now. RWBY and the gang. What was I thinking of? Go on like a mission. The point I'm trying to make is it's a mission that their professors and blah 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 probably wouldn't want them doing, and they go do it anyway. And they wear different outfits, which they don't wear for the rest of the season. And I'm only now realizing, is that because they didn't want to be fucking recognized? Because A, they could have done a better job at that. And B, I just never put that together. In general. The idea of like, oh, they're trying to not to look like themselves. Since this is an anime, and everyone wears the same outfits. I was chatting with Spooky Oogie of Cute in their chat room as they streamed one day, and I was like, I like RWBY, and she was like, I don't. And I was like, okay. I mean, I asked, I was like, do you like RWBY? Because she's a big anime nut. She's like, no. And I was like, do you think it's an anime? And she's like, also no. I think anime comes from Japan. Which at the same time, fair. I think there's arguments for both sides of that. I think it's kind of how you see anime, right? Because if you can see a cartoon, quote unquote, a Western animation as being potentially action-packed, what was I thinking of? Have being like action-packed and able to convey more mature narratives at times, then it's like, yeah, it doesn't matter. You can call them whatever. But if you think doing that makes it anime, then I don't think it's fair to be like anime is only the thing. Like, I didn't say anything there, but if she was like Avatar: The Last Airbender though, now that's an anime, I'd be like, now hold on. Now hold the phone. Spooky, we're all having a lot of fun here. But yeah, I just think that's important. I think animation's a very solid medium. More people need to embrace it. I think it, like, if you're gonna do something that's gonna require a lot of special effects or whatever, I'd argue you should just consider making it a fully animated film or series or whatever. Because then you won't have to worry about cloaking it as much. It'll just look like everything else by nature of animation. I want to get... RWBY got like a... I don't want to say she got a haircut. But she ruffled her hair. In volume 7. And dang it. It looks good. Also, they clarify with sleeves. Because I think there's the option for the outfit to go sleeveless. Which, hell yeah. Show off the guns. I don't know. Listen, I haven't been able to draw whatever I want much lately. I've been, in terms of like just drawing an image, I haven't done much of it at all in a minute. So I would enjoy if y'all granted me the freedom to draw what I wanted. It'd be weird if you argued against this, seeing how I see this as primarily an art channel. anything, you know. I don't know. I guess you could be like, Cahill, I have dubbed thee a Let's Player. That would be weird. I think that's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like that term in general has become a little outdated. Like, yes, there are still Let's Players, but I mean, for one thing, it's like they're either YouTubers or Twitch streamers, and you can call them that because the kind of content they do is so defined around what platform they're making it on. Like, a YouTube Let's Player is going to be so very different from a Twitch Let's Player. For better or worse. MB, I don't know. I want to be like, jobs come with so many expectations now, or, you know, stereotypes. When it's like, I mean, that's any job. That'd be like being a trash man. Being a garbage man has expectations with it. It's like, yep. They expect you to do what your job entails. Usually. But also just like, what was I thinking of? But also, I feel like there are content creators who purposely avoid the term Let's Player nowadays, just because they don't want to kind of be stuck in the bubble of like, I play a game on Twitch, and that's it. Because you can do more than that. And it's not fair to expect a certain thing from someone just because they want to make a video about games on the internet. Like, you got the difference between like highly edited people who like really take their videos and go into Premiere with them and go crazy, and people who just kind of, you know, maybe cut out some stuff, but for most of it leave it about the same. I'm gonna give So I'm gonna be looking. One of the reasons I was thinking of doing this is because I like how furs look with Monster Hunter armor. In real life, I don't like the idea of skinning an animal. Like, for daily clothing, blah blah blah, I don't like the idea of like, okay, we're gonna take this animal and cut its fur off. But honestly, it gets so much worse than that. But regardless, but I mean, in the fiction of Monster Hunter, I mean, freaking life revolves around fighting and defending yourself, and fighting and harvesting the wildlife. So it's not quite as bad. I think Monster Hunter is gonna be weird. Monster Hunter is what some people who deny any kind of like climate change, because I heard a thing before where climate change deniers, at least early on for the most part, would argue that the planet's far too big and humans are far too small for us to make any noticeable difference on the environment. And while that's not true in real life, I feel like Monster Hunter World is the exception. Everything, almost everything in that world is bigger than a person. And also, there's not like cities. There's villages. I mean, villages, as far as I can tell in Monster Hunter, villages are like what you get as far as civilization goes, that's what you got. Not a lot else going on. You don't have like cities or whatever. So I'd fully, because I mean, think like the kind of damage humans can do. You're in real life. You're wiping out however many. I mean, you're wiping out acres of land as well as individual animals. But I mean, meanwhile, Monster Hunter, it's like you're gonna take today's whole thing is about one animal. And also, as far as I know, with most narratives, it's not like there's a plethora of hunters in every village, just an army waiting to roll out every day to hunt down the wildlife. No, it's more like there's like a handful of hunters in any given village. I mean, the maximum party size in RWBY is 4. So assuming, you know, and I think, I don't know, I believe I heard there was 16 multiplayer up to 16 in one of them, which like neato. But yeah, I've been enjoying this. I got a little weird. I watch a lot of SCP YouTubers, and one of them recently did a video on I don't want to say a nature SCP, but it was nature centric in a lot of ways. The reason I'm putting it like that is like it was themed narratively around nature, but the story wasn't really about that in particular. It's about a slightly different thing. I'm trying to decide. Yeah, I think RWBY must have of gauntlets. Everyone here has got some gauntlets. Give RWBY some more armor. She's always just kind of wearing clothes. Granted, the fiction of RWBY, as opposed to Monster Hunter, means you get more natural protection than most other humans, most other baseline humans. I mean, it couldn't hurt. It's like how you see some videos. I don't want to say walking on hot coals because I don't want to say that's because that's not a trick, but it's not really about enduring pain. It's just knowing how to do it without burning your feet. But you know, there's videos of people mind over matter, overcoming pain and stuff. And I guess that's kind of what RWBY has this thing kind of like that, you know, where you're trained to make it so that your body won't just fucking keel over. The people of Remnant are hardcore by nature. Kind of. I like a lot of world building. I do a RWBY podcast. Blah 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 blah. Promote. I saw red. So here's the thing. I saw red next to me, and I got real worried it was my microphone burning it, which would mean I haven't been streaming. Well, I've been streaming, but I haven't been saying anything while streaming. I'm gonna give RWBY some gauntlets from this Rathalos armor. Why not? I gotta make it a little, you know. I gotta make it at least somewhat easily recognizable, like if a hardcore monster. I don't know what hardcore Monster Hunter fans are like, you know. I don't even know if I've met one. I'm so used to there being like communities around games where it's like you gotta do this and you gotta do this. But Monster Hunter is so much more just like do what you want And you know, and if you like blank, then this is a good tip. But also, once again, do what you want. Oh, that's good. There are gonna be games like that still. But I have yet to encounter someone in Monster Hunter who was like, no, that's the wrong way. They might tell me that because I legitimately did something wrong. But that's opposed to like Pokemon, where objectively, I mean not objectively, it is subjective. You know, people are like, well, these numbers are best, so you should use these Pokemon. It's like, I'm gonna use these ones. Like that. Sacrilege. That's literally just been my life right now. Monster Hunter in school. Fun times, I know. It makes great material. I don't want to say anything yet. I have big streams. I have big ideas for streams in the summer. At the very least, the channel's gonna get just, you know, more things in general. More anything. Longer streams, I guess is what I'm saying. But more specifically, I have an event that I'm hoping chat, Twitch, the whole community will help me out with for multiple reasons. But we'll see if we get there. I've been running it by my friends, my Twitch friends, to be like, hey, first off, hey, would this be an asshole thing to do? And they're like, no. Okay, good. Step 1 is complete. Really? Cool. I think this has come together decently well. I don't know, I just think about it. I think because part of what RWBY has become as the story has progressed is the idea of like, you wanted something that was almost fairy tale-esque, and whoops, turns out the world isn't like that. And I mean mostly, you got, oh my goodness, I'm gonna sneeze. Cancelled. Wait. I want to sneeze. My nose doesn't want me to. Also, don't block the RWBY. Okay. I was like, I want to make sure. I want to make sure stream's dead and that I'm not missing chat somehow. But no, it's just slow stream. That's fine. You know, just do it. Just do it to relax. Don't worry. Don't worry if you're successful. I feel like if I hadn't put her emblem on the shoulder pad, it'd be her emblem. But at the same time, I also don't want to do that, because then RWBY just looks like a Power Ranger with like her thing, her power medallion in the middle of her belt. You know what I'll do? RWBY will have. Oh no! Good thing I have another track lined up. Oh, but it's an ad. Curse you, ads. Oh wait. Also, it's partway through. There we go. That's better. I mean, establishing that there's not a lot of people in stream right now. This is mostly for me. To keep my sanity. Trying to figure out how this shirt I'm designing works. And what I'm guessing I'm doing is that RWBY has this kind of low-cut shirt where the body is white and the sleeves are black. That actually doesn't sound too bad. I feel like that's a shirt that could work in real life. Like a very... Obviously that's a very plain shirt to have. I'm not busting any... What is it? I'm not breaking into any fashion design industries anytime soon. But hey. You live with what you get. Unless what you get is cyanide. In which case, you're not gonna... you won't be living with that for very long. Fun! Get down. Yeah, I don't know. I've been hanging out with my partner, playing games. What else am I doing? That should clue you into how fucking... how well-rounded I'm being at the moment. Sometimes it's hard to be like, what's happening in my life, you know? And when you don't got a Twitch chat, that's about all you can do. Also, I don't know if Stitch is still here, but by nature of by nature of it, since chat hasn't moved, all that's been left on screen is a very sad Bulbasaur. Like, mood, buddy. I don't know. Nothing's happening in Pokemon. I'm looking forward to the Diamond and Pearl remix later in the year. I mean, I'm also looking forward to Legends Arceus, except for the fact that that comes out a bit later. I'll get one before I get the other, so... for Easter, because I don't know why. But, you know, there's Easter baskets, but I've seen people, which include my family, treat Easter more like a gift-giving holiday than I normally think of it. I'm like, that's fine. I just, you know, I just don't think to get anything, because I just think of Easter as the chocolate and egg holiday, and chocolate egg holiday. But my mom was like, I want to buy you a game. What game do you want? And I was like, oh damn, on the spot already. But I wanted Persona 5 Striker, because I've heard it's good. Persona 5 is a game I love. Some of the themes resonate with me. I'm pretty sure I said this on stream before. But you know, some of the... okay. I don't mean to be rude. Because I don't want to be like, why is no one watching? It's fine. But also, there are a bunch of Easter eggs. Oh my goodness.
Grammarly is your personal writing
Oh my,
assistant.
why Grammarly?
Emails, confident messages, stronger essays,
April
and more,
5th. Is it April 5th?
The office and the classroom. Grammarly offers suggestions
Yeah, it is.
to help you get work done
Okay.
from anywhere.
But also, yeah.
It covers everything.
I was just making
from
sure
correcting
I
grammatical
put out the
errors to
Discord
rewording a
messages,
phrase for
because
an
Pig
easier
didn't do
read.
that the other day.
Grammarly lets you
I'm
know
not trying to call out
sentences
Pig,
clearer and explains why.
but I must
Your kids
learn.
can learn to be better writers
Learn from
and
those
learn
mistakes. But luckily for Pig, I just have worse stream numbers. So I'm trying to think. We'll have a little pleated skirt right here. Because Ruby's worn some of those over her appearances. It's a combat skirt. Yeah. Get some padding on those thighs. You gotta protect them in case of a monster. It's not called Monster Hunter because you pet puppies all day, even though that would be very fun. There are definitely games about that. Whether or not they're fun games remains to be seen, or / isn't true. So I won't make Puppy Petting Simulator, except it's a good game. And that will be the title, and I'll take my royalties. There's Nintendogs, which, you know, I didn't really play Nintendogs as a kid, so I can't speak to it. But I watched Jaden Animations, and she made a video about different pet simulator games. And she was like, and she basically was like, Nintendogs cream of the crop. We don't need to question that. What we do need to question is what the fuck is going on with these other games. And I was like, huh? You don't have real boots until your boots have abs. Which isn't what this is. But fucking, that's what scales look like sometimes. Sometimes scales just look like abs. I do art lessons. Oh my goodness. I don't know. What was the thing? Dang it. I don't know. I'm thinking about random stuff. Mostly. Like, so right now, no one's really in chat, right? Oh no. With a yang! Well, Greg's in chat. And also, why does that reset? Why is it like up? Uh-oh. I'm sorry, sir. Did you just... Did an alert go off? We have to cut your audio. No sound? No sound now. And then... this? Yep, there... oh, Lord. It's not your fault, Greg. Oh, God. Was it loud? I can't hear it. That was loud. Yeah. That'll happen. Just by nature of the fact that A, I can't hear it, and B, it's like full volume. Advanced audio properties. Monitor. There we go. Is everything okay now? Hi, Greg. Talking about sad streamer thing. But no, I was gonna say, like, streaming is an inherent part of Twitch, but at the same time, when like I get a raid when my stream isn't going good, and then stream's better after that, I'm like, I appreciate the raid because it makes stream good, but also, I really wasn't the one who got those. Was I the one who got those viewers? Granted, maybe they decided to stay. Okay. Now alerts work. I don't know why that happened. And it wouldn't happen if I was on my other laptop, but fuck. That doesn't seem to work for some reason. It doesn't work with my iPhone as a camera, which is how I capture art. But Cahill is deaf. I'm always deaf. But yeah, I don't know. That's just a weird thought. Because no, I mean, inherently, no streamer will make it solo. But at the same time, I don't know. This is, at this point, it's becoming more of a theoretical question, as opposed to me actually thinking about it seriously. But if I got rated by 1 million people with hundreds and hundreds of viewers constantly for some reason, how much of that would be me putting in work to streaming, and how much of that would be them just being popular and passing the torch to me, so to speak. Not passing the torch. Pointing the spotlight? I think pointing the spotlight is a better metaphor there. And I mean, I know many people's response to this will be, it's you. They decided to raid you for a reason, blah, blah, blah. You're good. And it's like, I mean, yeah, sure. It's still a legitimate question, though. Luck can help success. This is true. But I would argue that still doesn't super change my thing of, like, if it's all raids, if it's raid City Biddy, if it's raid Shadow Legends all the time in here, and how much of that is me successfully promoting my streams, and how much is that of other people being like, take my viewers? To which I respond, thank you. Is that Ozma? No, it's Ruby. Ruby's a little tomboyish, but it's Ruby in a Monster Hunter outfit. Also, I'm giving her a scythe in a minute. I know you have a point. That does just look like a cane right now. Let's see. Getting it closer help at all? Should I zoom in? Should I just zoom my camera in? I could. Up. There. Does that help? Should this be arch? Should that have been a thing? Should that have been a thing I do from the beginning? Part of it is my big hands. Let's zoom out a little bit. At least a little help. To help. Okay, well, let's do that. There. That's about midway. I mean, part of it is I'm putting very small Ruby in pretty bulky clothing. So, which I mean, honestly, I like. But I was literally saying that. I didn't elaborate on it very hard. But I was just gonna say that, like, I see a post going around often where it's like, I fucking hate fan gender differences in Pokemon. And, you know, you see some pretty weird art. But I think the same goes with armor. And people have said that to death of, like, well, so... What about her puppo? Zwei? We haven't seen Zwei in a while. Unless you're just saying you want her to have a Palomade, which I'm not sure. I'm already doing more art than I've done in a while with this alone. How up for more drawing am I to get the Palomade done? Malamadu? Honestly, I think her... He's doing okay. He's with Ruby and Yang's dad. So, good enough. Ruby... As far as we know, Ruby and Yang's dad is pretty tough, so... Zwei is fine. Zwei's in good hands. I mean, he was pretty happy last time we checked in. Granted, that was around 2015. But no, I'd be closer to 2018. Damn, I'm old. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that'd be like 2017, 2018. Oh, I'm an old man. I got an old soul. Whatever the fuck that means. Here's the thing, right? I feel like you can be like, oh, RWBY doesn't look super girlish in this one. But I don't know. That there's valid criticism, and then they're just like, yeah, I didn't want her to. How's Oswald doing? Oswald's pretty good. He's laying down right now. I want to take him out more, but A, my mom was like, and then B, he doesn't like being carried. And taking him out requires carrying him, whether he realizes that or not. So he does. What? Twitch! Well, everyone go watch Tria. So he seems content enough in his cage most days. I do try and let him out at least twice a week. Let him run around somewhere. I would love to be one of those fancy peoples that has that just like free roaming bunny. But unfortunately, not well equipped for that. Be careful. No, I agree. You're right. But I'm talking specifically about Oswald at this moment. Oswald is just like... Oswald definitely doesn't like being... Like, he'll calm down, but he tries to scurry. And I mean, you're right, Greg. I don't want to make him stop doing that, because that would be more concerning. I feel like, oh wow, Bunny. You just let anyone pick you up, huh? Uh-oh. That's not good. Bunny. Lagombi. I like this. I think this drawing's good. If I have to make fiction of it, I as an artist, in a pataphysical sense, reached into RWBY's world and was like, hey, come with me. And was like, time to put you a Monster Hunter. And RWBY was like, what? And I was like, yep. And then she saw the outfit and she was like, I'm sold. This is her admiring her new look. Like, oh? But she is a Monster Hunter. She is a Yes, she is a Monster Hunter, Greg. But she's not in Monster Hunter. You know. I think I'm gonna just get a better look at it. I think I did a good job so far. The Scythe's about to get more Monster Hunter-y. You're literally called Hunters and Huntresses. Yes, but they're not in Monster Hunter. The nameless world of Does Monster Hunter World have a name? It doesn't, right? It has village names, but it in and of itself is nameless. There's the New World. I have no idea. Okay. Also, Greg, do you know anything else? Do you know anything about Monster Hunter? This isn't me trying to be rude. I just don't know if you're into it or not. You played. I would say, what is your a little? Okay. Do you know anything about Generations and the game's preceding Generations? I could look this up, but not anything with lore. I mean, I think there's minimal... On Monster Hunter, no idea. Okay, well then never mind. Because I saw, I think It was Monster Hunter 3, whatever. They have subtitles. They're like Monster Hunter 3, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. It's Capcom on Special Edition. But Deer's playing it, and the hub. That's Pingu. Well, the hub for that was one of the villages from Generations. And I was like, is Generations a collection of villages from the past games? Because if that's true, I picked a pretty good one to start out on. Why do I even need to play any other Monster Hunters now? I already know where I'm going. Also, I hunt a lot of monsters. I don't know how often, like, for example, Lagombi and Azuros, like how often those are starting monsters in a game. I know they're definitely lower ranking monsters, but thanks to Generations, I had some experience with them. That is my one gripe about Generations. Like, it took me a couple stars, a couple hunter levels to just get to Azuros and Lagombi, and don't even get me started on like actual what you'd consider monsters. I was there for a while. They're starting monsters in Rise. Well, that's what I'm saying. They gave me some experience. In Generations, if I remember correctly, they're like lower to mid monsters. Like, you don't start out fighting them, but you get there decently fast. So, yeah, that's my one gripe with Generations, really. Like, I could probably be like, well, I criticized. No. My big thing about that is I spent a long time just hunting velociraptors. Unless you hunt in Rise. I mean, it's good. I like Azuros. It's not like... I still wouldn't consider it like a big monster. But like, it's good in it that it's chunkier than the little guys. But also, it's not like... It's not final boss. Like, oh lord, oh dear. Oh no, it's a Rathalos. Oh lord. Run for your lives. All I know is that when I was I got into Monster Hunter after World, and I was a little too late to be like on the hype of World. So I was like, I need a different game to play for Monster Hunter, and they're like, here's the one for the 3DS, and I was like, I love the 3DS, let's give this a shot. And I went from seeing T-Rexes and dragons, and bats with funny faces, and fluffy necks, to just Velociraptor, Poison Velociraptor, Ice Velociraptor, Sand Velociraptor. It picks up when you manage to get past that, but I would argue after like the 4th Velociraptor. There's still some good ones. I think I was waiting for that monster to wow me, which took forever, but it did get there. Nibblestump was good. Here's the thing, I saw it. Even though there's other big monsters I love, Nibblesnarf, I saw it as a quest, and I was like, well, this is fantastic. I mean, do you see its name? It's named Nibblesnarf. Already, a what? A Nibblesnarf. A Nibblesnarf. What was I thinking of? One of the first monsters I had a... Love Nibblesnarf. 42. That's too low. Let me make sure. Monster Hunter. And then... Yeah. So one of the first monster hunters I had trouble one of the first monsters I had trouble with was a cephalodrome, which is almost just like a really big hammerhead shark, except it has 2 beefy legs and a tail, and it lives in the sand. It lives in the desert. And then Nibblesnarf is in the same area and is along the same lines of being a sandfish. Except unlike the cephalodrome, it's not a shark really, as much as it is just a big mouth. There's a big old mouth on it with a glowy uvula. And it flails about. It's almost more like a flounder really. Like it's flat. It's got rows of teeth. Flounders don't typically have rows of teeth. What was I thinking of? Also, I think we're about ready to ink this. Let me get some effects on the head, and then detail up the cloak. And then we can start inking. Ink, Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Clyde. My mom was shocked that I knew the names of the Pac-Man ghosts. I was like, of course I know the names of the Pac-Man ghosts. What the fuck do you take me for? Someone who doesn't know the names of the Pac-Man ghost? Except in Miss Pac-Man where it's Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Sue. Seems like a weird thing to change. I am sorry for I don't care. Do all the lurks you need. G-Reg. I'll be here. I get fucking lead and... Did I just get another alert on my phone? Can you not? I definitely turned off alerts. Doesn't care about me. That's untrue too. I mean, you're still here. You're just doing alert. I appreciate letting me know you're lurking. So that way, you know, I'm not trying to have a conversation with Greg that isn't there. But at the same time, I'm not going to be like, you have to be here. Mandatory attendance is the worst. I'm an adult. Let me do what I want. I didn't go through all of school so that people in my life could keep telling me what I have to do and where I have to spend my time. I went through it with the promise and the knowledge that eventually I would just be able to do it, go wherever I want, spend my days there. And I'm not about to let that go to waste. Also, is RWBY poggy in this image? Maybe a little bit. Just like Poggers, Monster Hunter. I'd be disturbed. RWBY takes place on an entirely different planet. I don't know. I would be really upset if they knew what Poggers was. For so many reasons. Also, in the current slight spoilers, if you haven't made past Volume 3 in RWBY, but they used to have a global internet, and they no longer have a global internet. Which means if RWBY, the show, had Poggers... Oh my goodness! Thank you, Super Nerd, for 2 bits. But yeah, if RWBY, the show, had Poggers, and that would mean at a certain point in the story, they would be like, Poggers is dead. The internet has gone down, and Poggers with it. This is not PogChamp ad. I'm sorry! You won't hear me say I'm sorry because you're in an ad. Oh no. I have used up all the Sonic Generation music. Let's listen to this.
Did you know that the average adult has 5 to 20 pounds of toxic poop in their body at any given moment?
Thanks. I hate that ad so much. The ad of like, you have toxic poop in your body. And I'm like, I think that qualifies as an infection. I think you're blowing a lot of hocus pocus up my butt, trying to get me to buy your product. They're probably getting away with it like legally by being like, well, when we say toxic poop, we mean the poop that is naturally occurring in the gastrointestinal system, which if you ate would be toxic to a degree. Whereas they're definitely trying to paint a picture of the poop inside of you will make you unhealthy by staying inside of you. Which, if that's true, then you just have a problem. You're not like eating bad or whatever. Your body is having a problem. You have to be eating really bad. I feel like my drawings always look, I don't want to say small, but like, I don't know, like they don't take up a lot of page when you look at them on stream. But meanwhile, I'm out here trying my darndest. Trying my dangest. See, I can see you on more people, like my game streams, because there I talk about, like, you know, fucking Kazu. And in here, I'm just kind of chill. It's all chill. We're chilling out. Make away. Super extended. Super extended is what I need for my streams. My streams aren't that long. If Barry wanted to play fucking one ad, I mean not one ad. If Barry wanted to play one ad, a single ad, no, if Barry wanted to play a song throughout his whole stream, he'd need a 6-hour loop. Which granted, there's plenty of song versions where it's like 10 hours. Which, like, yes, I guess is kind of useful in that situation specifically. But if you put on a 10-hour version of a song, what you are saying is, I will not want to change this for such a period of time. I will not be physically able to, nor will I want to change this for X amount of hours. When I could argue a lot of 1-hour versions would probably end up doing it. I don't know. I get needing your hands for stuff. I work in the kitchen and I draw for a living. My hands are often occupied with things, and I'm not able to just willy-nilly switch Spotify or whatever I'm listening to. I said Spotify because I listen to that at work, but I mean YouTube's worse. Like, if you can't use your hand and you want to listen to something on YouTube, Lord help you. YouTube will do everything in YouTube will do everything in its power to make sure you pay some kind of attention to that video. even if it really doesn't contain any moving imagery of any sort. That's how they make money. Ugh. My one arm hurts because I'm laying it on the hard iron of my chair right here. I fucked that up. I have no confidence in it being able to draw straight lines. For the record, zero confidence right here. We will be playing more Monster Hunter tomorrow, I think. Roughly same time. And the night after that, I'm going to be playing some Pokemon. We got more Pokemon. I'm not about to do that. I was already going to break up the series into 2 parts anyway. So, I don't need to leave that first part hanging for a long time. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, no, not this one. Oh, dang it. Here. I'm sorry. There we go. No. Let me say, because I was talking earlier about blah 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 streaming, blah 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 viewers. I appreciate the people who have come by. I mean, heck, fucking Super Nerd and Greg came by, and as they did, dropped some bits. That's very nice and supportive. Even though it's nowhere on, like, what is it? Even though it's no professional streaming, it's still me being able to say people came by and donated some. And that's just cool. That's a cool thing to be able to do. Also, I didn't thank them, but thank Luca Corvi followed me 2 hours ago. I think Luca... I think I'm thinking of a different Luca. That might be a different Luca. One of the reasons I didn't thank them off the bat was just because, what was I thinking of? Was because there's a Luca and Pigs chat, and also just kind of in the neighborhood watch community. But I actually think that's a different Luca. But whoever they are, thank you. I'll figure it out eventually. Blow on your drawing, because drawings are naturally wet. Drawings like to be naturally wet, constantly moist, and you'll smudge them. Not taking care of your drawings, they will smudge. You know, I'm always like, haha, I am traditional artist. I do not have to worry about relatable meme of drawing on wrong layer. But I mean, my drawings do smudge, don't they? Different issue. Different issue, equally annoying, because then you have to clean it up. You have to take a lot more care cleaning it up, so that way you're not smudging it as you're cleaning it up. Catch-22, if you will. Circles. I can't naturally draw circles. I'm not the chosen one. The one destined to bring perfect circles to art forever. No longer, brothers, shall we suffer in perfect circles. No. When the chosen arrives, we shall finally have the greatest circles every time, all the time. Praise be to the circle and its beautifully rotund nature. Circle cult. Circle cult. People are gonna be like, it's the symbol. What could it mean? It's like, no, it's just a circle. And that is exactly what we're going nuts about over here. That's probably not too far off from a real-ish cult. It was definitely probably, I mean, they probably do multiple geometric shapes, but this is the geometric shape cult. That's too dumb not to exist. Earth is a fucking mess. So I'm perfectly able to accept that that's almost definitely a thing. Oh no, weird. Shen and Pig both were saying they were having slow streams recently. And, I mean, Pig is... No, Pig's bigger than me. Pig is a bigger streamer than me. But, I mean, not by that much in terms of Twitch. But Chen's definitely bigger than both of us. So to hear both of them say that makes me think, I don't know, maybe people just aren't watching streams right now. Maybe everyone's watching specific streams. So the kind me and my friends doing aren't getting wicked popular. But that's the nature of the internet. That's kind of one thing I bank on when it comes to what I like to animate. Like, yes, I have plenty of stories that are more action-y and serious, but I mean, I love the Rubber Hose. And by the nature of being dated in like the 1930s, it instantly becomes timeless. You can say that for any period piece, I guess. By nature of setting itself concretely at a certain date, it has become timeless. As opposed to Back to the Future, which is like we're going into the future in the distant year of 2020, which we've now reached and passed. Or was that 20? It was probably a different year. I haven't watched. I've watched Back to the Future, but I haven't watched all of Back to the Future. I don't know it that well. I'm in trouble with Back to the Future films. I'm pretty sure the overlap, the Venn diagram of fans of Cahill streams and fans of literally anything else is pretty small. That's what I talked about that on the Monster Hunter stream I did, where it's like a lot of times my friends are watching my stream. Which is very different from like just people, you know, strangers, viewers, followers watching. So even if you count my friends, fans of Cahill streams and fans of literally anything else, very, very small overlap. One circle is massive, and the other circle is very tiny. Where's the tiniest circle? I don't even think I can make the circle as big as like everyone who's watched my streams. I mean, even if I took my follower count seriously, that's 124 to, I guess, 7 billion. What would it be like to have fucking everyone on Earth subscribe to you on some platform or another? Because there's plenty of people who like subscribe to someone and then kind of forget about it. I try not to be like that. I try to recognize anyone I follow on any social media platform. Not like personally, like just being like, oh, I followed them because of X, Y, Z reason. But with that in mind, if everyone on Earth was subscribed to you on something, that would mean that everyone is inherently aware of your existence in one way or another. And maybe you'd think like, oh, well, the babies on Earth won't know. But I would argue little kids would be hyper aware. Because kids tend to be real into whatever they're into. So if they're specifically subscribed to you on YouTube, I don't think you. What I'm saying is, I don't think you'd slip children's notices. I think they'd be perfectly aware of that. There's a person right there on my internet book. What a magical device! Browser reloading. It is reloaded. I was gonna be like, did Greg leave? And I was like, wait, no. He specifically said he is doing a lurk. I don't know. I said it's cool. I don't know. Despite this stream's appearances, Twitch has worked out better for me than almost any other kind of social media endeavor. Like, in terms of how much, I guess, work I put into it, Twitch would probably be tops, then Instagram, then I guess Twitter, YouTube, and then Twitter. And like, just in terms of interaction alone, Twitch is better than the aforementioned list, which is weird. I don't know if anyone else feels like that. Like, you know, like you try and make something that gets attention. Because I don't do that. Like, I don't want to seem like I'm defending myself super hard, but I don't, you know, I don't often make things that are popular. I'm doing art on Twitch. But damn it. Slow brain. But, you know, I make something, I'm like, this should arguably get some traction. And then, shocker, it doesn't. And I don't know if anyone else is like, I don't know how internet works. I don't know will get the masses' attention. Luck is definitely part of it. That was Greg said. I mean, I think also part of it is knowing what people like and or want to see, you know? Like, as an artist, I feel like, I mean, like, I'm saying like too much, but my eyes are watering for some reason. Ooh, I can't say! But in the art world, like, if I want to hire an artist, it would hire or like or follow almost anything. It'd be like, you're doing something I can't, or you're making something I wanted and didn't know I wanted. I guess I just don't do that for enough people. Oops. Rut road at you. Y'all ever remember that Scoob came out. I can't tell if we can talk on that forgotten, cursed movie for a minute. I can't tell if the coronavirus hurt it or if it saved it. Like, who knows? Maybe Scoob kept from being the biggest box office bomb in the world because there wasn't any box office. And to be fair, I would say it's because it's a Scooby-Doo movie. I just don't think they did it from what I hear, it just didn't do fantastic. They also didn't get they did not get any voice actor for a Scooby-Doo character. They got some. And like at the same time, good for celebrities. I'm sure you did a fine job. When it comes to a character like that, you can't just be like, and now Fred is fucking Mark Ruffalo. You can't do that. We all know Fred isn't Mark Ruffalo. Did I say Greg the first time? I hope I didn't. Well, people will be confused. Simple man selling his artware. I don't know. I'm gonna get this done at least and post it. Who knows? Maybe the RWBY account will like it. They're not doing much now. The season's over. Fuck are they doing? They don't got more shit to promote. There's shows on hiatus. Is it still hiatus if it's like, if you have a scheduled season and you know you're getting another one, is it still hiatus for the months when it's not on air? Or does it have to specifically just be like not in production, not doing anything? There's probably different words for it. Ugh, stretchies! Ooh! Yawn away from the microphone. Ugh. I feel like, what is it? I feel it's almost as if streaming is akin to farming in some small ways, where what was I thinking of? Streaming is almost like farming in some ways, where you kind of are like, hey, like, oh no, this crop was not bountiful. What am I to do? I guess nothing. Nature has had its cruel whims with me. Oh, what a world. What a world indeed. But let's just keep drawing for now. I don't think I'm even gonna really outline the shoes. I wanted them to be black from the beginning, so I can just be like, blob. Blob shoes! Here's the thing, I like doing hands and feet for drawings. A lot of people are like, they're annoying. They're pretty cool. I have no clue drawing them. Don't project your artist struggles onto me. I'm doing just fine over here with my 2 Twitch viewers. Do I get too hung up on this? Does that become unenjoyable? Who knows? I should hand anyone who comes in, I should just hand them a survey. Like, what can I do to improve? Was your service okay? How's the burrito? Free burritos for anyone who watches my stream. I'm a little chilly, is the thing. Oh my goodness! Okay, Pig, I appreciate it. I was just talking about how I have no viewers, but also, the stream manager decided to say, Mr. Pig, rate it with a party of 1. Hello. We're drawing Ruby as Monster Hunter. Most people haven't cared so far. But maybe this interests some of you. Who knows? Do not feel compelled to stay. Do not smash that like button. Keep your finger fucking away from the subscribe feed. Don't think about ringing the bell. Don't touch the bell. Don't go anywhere fucking near the bell. Do not like, do not comment, do not subscribe. But thank you for being here. Everything you're trying to smash that like button. Okay, well, see, you're a cautionary tale, Red Mage. Red Mage tried to subscribe to me, and I broke every finger in his body. Horse legs are fingers. They're considered fingers. By horse bonologist. How long until the McElroy brothers sue me? From instinctively spitting out things I heard while listening to their podcasts. Toes are the fingers of the feet. This is true. As many people don't want it to be true, but it is true anyway. Before anyone goes, I do hope you appreciate how Ruby's looking. I think I did a pretty okay job. I think she's looking pretty good. Got some stuff going on. But yeah. Is that the Scythe Longsword? I believe so. It's one of them. It's a scythe you can get in Monster Hunter. I checked and made sure. They're like Scythe, Monster Hunter. And it's like this one. I was like, gotcha. On it. I can draw that. Still got a cape though. It's a good old cape. You know, if my fucking fashion icon was a cape, I wouldn't change it with outfits either. I'd just keep that. Cape is key. Right now, my fashion icon is sweatpants. Do I wish it was swords? Absolutely. Swords and belts. I guess to make that look good, I would need to like change it, right? Like I would need pants that look good with swords and belts. I feel like the shirt would matter less. It would be the lower half that's crucial in executing that risky maneuver. But yeah. No, so yeah. If you want to go for intimidation, you can always opt for no pants. That's always an option. That's a Dark Souls character. Well, not a Dark Souls character. I'm pretty sure it's a Dark Souls invader from one of the games. He's just a guy with a sword and no pants. I like to think they were self-aware when they did that. They're like, yep. Because I'm pretty sure it's in 3. I think that invader is from Dark Souls 3. So by that point, I already had a pretty big community going. They were probably pretty aware of what their fan base was like. Finishing up a scythe. Finishing a scythe. I hope Pig's streaming well. Any interesting monsters hunted? I want to say a monster that I know is in the late game, and I think Pig mentioned it on stream, but I'm not 100% sure. And if you didn't see it, I mean, his stream tag specifically had no spoilers, so I'm not about to be that bad of a friend. We end it with Basarios. I don't think I know that one. I'm a noob. Fucking noob monster hunter here. I don't even drink Mountain Dew while 420 no scoping the fucking Rathamos in the head. Long Rock. Oh, I know Bossarios. He's Chin Boy. Chin Lad. Or is that... Wait. Is that the one that shoots snot? Or is it the other one I'm thinking of? No, different rock rod. Okay, so it's the other one. It's Snot Boy. I call him Snot Boy. Because, granted, it's mud, but it's still mud that he puts in his face orifices and shoots outward. Big ol' rock dragon. That's Baroff. Other rock lad? No, it's not, man. Oh, Basarios. Legitimate rock. You said long. I think of Basarios as chunky. Also, the first time I saw that was in a raid. And let me tell you something. That wasn't a pleasant surprise. Many pleasant things could happen during a rampage. A new dragon made... I said Lord. You said Lorg. Well, I guess... I read the R as in... You cannot blame me for reading the fucking R as an N. I still think of him as chunky. Also, he has a Satan face. Basarios just has a Satan face. Also, I was curious which monster hunters were in the first one. And I shouldn't be... And one of them was from Generations, I recognize. One's Rathian, of course. And to my great surprise and maybe pleasure, one of them was Kezu. Kezu's one of the first monsters they made. Not made, but one of the ones from the first game. And I was like, great. So this thing's just been around forever, and they've kept it because of how fucking gross it is. They're like, we can't make a much grosser dragon. And we gotta keep this one. We peaked. We peaked so wicked early. In our gross design. We have an electric penis leech mouth. I don't know how much worse we can get than this, guys. If anything, we should keep him around because I don't know, a couple years from now when when a new Nintendo console comes out and changes up the game, we can render him in high definition and just show how many veins he's covered with. And how gross and fleshy gross and sponge. The kiss. This is your regular reminder. I never said I wanted to kiss Kezu. I said his mouth was kissable. Those are different. You can describe something as kissable and not want to kiss it. I was literally saying before your raid, which by the way, I was having like existential crisis about raids. But also, I was saying maybe people don't come to my art streams because I don't talk about fucking Kezu, like in my game streams. And it's like, you gotta get the Kezu fucking in there. tried to make the message for someone else riding a monster kinky. I wonder why they caught that one. Also, can I just say, they made monster riding so much better in Rise, and it's not just because you can make it run around and do attacks. No, because in Generations, and I believe in older Monster Hunters in general, you hopped on and then you stabbed it and a bar was filling up. And I don't know how you affected that bar, or if you affected that bar. I didn't know what the deal with the bar is. It was just extra damage and the monster didn't get to hit you for a minute. Which, granted, isn't bad, but it's kind of like the bare minimum. Like, bare minimum of monster riding, I would argue, is being on the monster and it not being able to hurt you. Like, yeah, you got those mechanics down. Anything else? No? Okay. To be fair, from what I know of past Monster Hunters, Capcom's put a lot into the franchise in terms of, I don't want to say innovation. I don't know how much you could call Monster Hunter innovative as much as it is unique, but content, uniqueness. I mean, I'm saying not in front of everyone. Okay, well, Juice, I'll remember that next time we're playing, and then I'll let the monster attack you. I have not gotten yeeted by as many monsters as I did in Generations. Maybe I'm better, maybe it's the wire bug. In Generations, I could get wrapped pretty easily. There was no shortage of monsters that would just pick me up and throw me around. But that hasn't really happened. The Pteranodon's a hard one. The Pteranodon will do it real fast when you're not looking. And he's also friend-shaped. Also, Pig, I don't know if you're still here. You described Zinogre as friend-shaped. He's good. I'm not gonna say friend-shaped. He's covered in scales, spines, and electricity. He is Lightning Puppy. Puppy's even being a little liberal. You can get me to say he's Pupper, for sure. No very big. Well, now my pin down message is, what are you doing? Except, is that? Can you actually make it that, Juice? I mean, Gold. Because if so, holy shit. What are you doing, Stepbro? Gold one. It let me. Great. Well, what a perfect place to end stream. Let's see how session. We're going on 140. But legitimately, it's been a slow stream. I did the drawing I wanted to do. I think I'm just going to call it a little early. Here's the thing. I have a new animation assignment, and chances are I'll be working on that next week. So definitely a longer art stream next week, but for right now, just a pretty simple one. Appreciate the pig raid, as pig is best. Pig is best boy. What was I thinking of? Oh yeah, Pig. I was telling my one of my family members about you, and I showed them that one meme. I believe Magenta made it, and they were like, "Is Pig actually bigger than you?" And I was like, "I mean, he's older than me. I have no fucking way of knowing if Pig is bigger than me." I've not met Pig in real life. I would like to, but I mean, we still got a panorama going. Most countries don't want US people. I wonder why. Okay, I think that's pretty cute. We made Ruby wear a Monster Hunter outfit. As artist, I am able to create whatever I like. Look at Mind Eye. Anime girl. I have the power to create it whatever. And I have created Anime Girl. What does that say about humanity and me? Thank you for the hyperclast. My Frankensteinian creation. Can a power well used? Correct. What was I thinking of? It can be yours for $50. But not this. I mean, I guess if you want me to like make a print of this, then sure, I can do that. But I mean, I do commissions. But no. Let's find someone to rate. Why not? Why not the Pokemon? The Pokemon known as Why Not. Let's read Sargoda. Let's read Papa. Big Papa Pum. Big Papa Pum. But yeah. I don't know. Slow stream today. But it happens. And I am glad for a raid. And for your friend and for your friendship and for your friendship. Let me go to Sargoda's chat so I don't miss it. Okay. But yeah, I take it back. Ew, wow, thank you. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.